Hello and welcome. My name is Lee and I am a software trainer at Omnitas Consulting. Today we will compare and contrast three types of columns. We've got status, tags, and dropdown. Each of these options can be used for categorizing items, and we will discuss the differences between them. Let's get started. For our use case, we are stage managers at a music venue. Heebie-jeebies. We are preparing for 3 bands to arrive, and we need to make sure that everything they need is ready. For this reason, we are keeping track of what dietary requirements they have, what instruments they play, and which languages they speak. This will enable us to prepare for their needs and accommodate them accordingly. We could theoretically use any of these types of columns to add this information. But for the purposes of today's use case, I am keeping track of diet with the status column, instruments with the drop-down column, and languages with the tags column. Any of these choices can be used to filter our view by, say, vegetarians or by tambourine players. There are lots of similarities between these options, but also some key differences. Let's jump into Monday.com. Let's review the diets of our artists with the status column. You can add the status column by clicking the plus button and choosing status. Next, click the 3 dots on the right-hand side and choose Customize Status Column to add or edit labels. In our case, we have 3 categories: vegetarian, omnivorous, or vegan. Monday.com will automatically set green as the color meaning an item is completed, but that isn't relevant for our usage in this case, so I'll remove it. Now we know our musicians' diet preferences, we can keep the backstage prepped accordingly. Great. One limitation of the status column is that we are limited to 41 status types. Now we'll look at the instruments played by our musicians via our drop-down column. To add this, click the plus and choose dropdown. Then click within the column to add, edit, or search for a label. In our case, we have 6 labels: accordion, bass, guitar, piano, and vocalist. Great. Now we know what instruments the musician will be bringing with them. One limitation of the drop-down column is that we are limited to 500 labels. This is unlikely to be an issue for us today, but good to keep in mind if you need more options than 500. Finally, we're keeping track of the languages spoken by our artists through the tags column. To add tags, click plus and then more columns. Type in tags and it should appear. To add a tag, click on the blank space within the column and then start typing your new tag. Press enter and it will become accessible to all the boards within your account. Unfortunately, tags come with several limitations. You can't add tags via a form. It would be really helpful if we could send these forms to our band members and ask what they need in advance, and this would only work for our diet and our instruments, and unfortunately not with our languages. There's also no option to delete a tag across your whole account. If you want to get rid of a tag, you have to go into each board and manually remove it every time it appears. It's important to keep in mind that the tags created in main boards will be shared across all other main boards in the whole account. Shareable or private boards, on the other hand, keep their list of tags separate and unique to each board. However, searching a tag that appears on all board types will yield all results of that tag in Search Everything. Thank you for joining me for this comparison of the status, drop-down, and tags columns. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. To make sure you don't miss any of our newest blog articles, videos, and events, sign up for our monthly newsletter through the link. You can also book me for a private training session. And if you want more of these videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. Take care till next time, do good work, and keep in touch.